He would wish for Allison like she was a possession or the things that would get her to fall in love with him. He never wished that him and Allison complemented each other. He always wanted her to pine after him, but never realized that a relationship is so much more than just external factors. He, like a lot of men, is lonely and wants this woman to notice him, but attraction and love and affection aren't things that are won by checking off a bunch of boxes. He never asked that they be compatible. He just thought that all these external factors would win her as though she's some kind of prize, not a human being. And a lot of guys do this. They never fix the base issues. They'll go out and try to get power. They'll fake being emotional. They'll try to become famous or rich. They'll go after notoriety. They'll get into a position where people think they're important. But even if you have the mansion and the suits, the fame with a crowd cheering you on, or the important career, it doesn't mean that you fixed the base problems. Because these issues, his desperation, his obliviousness, his being eager to please, these are foundations that he needs to rebuild. And if you have a bad foundation, any structure that you put on that is going to fall apart. And he starts to realize this, that he can't trick someone into caring about him. He can't force love or friendship. There's deeper seated issues than anything on the surface, and he needs to work on those first. So he uses his final wish to hope that Allison has a good life. Because he realizes if he actually cares about her, that doesn't mean that he has to be with her. And that maybe him and Allison were never compatible. He was always in love at her, never with her. He had created her personality in his head. They weren't compatible, and that's why it always fell apart. And what he needed to do was go back and fix that foundation so that he could love himself and then find the right person. Not change external factors about himself to tricking her into loving him. And this allows him to stand up to his coworkers who bully him. And then he's not as eager to please. He's not as scared of the rejection. He's not as oblivious, so he goes and asks her out, and she's already dating somebody. He had built this whole thing up in his head, and she wasn't even available. And so he handles it well. He takes the rejection and moves on. And when he gets home, he sees that he has a new neighbor, and she looks exactly like Allison, except she's compatible with him. She's funny, she's silly, she's outgoing. He can be himself around her and not have to create this whole new persona to win her over. And just because you're attracted to somebody doesn't mean you're compatible with them. And men do this all the time. They go out and think that they have a type, and that causes them to ignore what would be really great for them, like this woman Nikki is. And then at the end, where we saw that they had all these flaws, we see him and Nikki together. And it shows their new flaws, and he drinks from the carton and she hogs the covers. And it's because he fixed these things about himself, where he was desperate, oblivious, and eager to please.